like this. It's Tom Brady, though, man. I know. I'm never comfortable. We about to put up 40-something on their ass.
Now 3rd down and 8. Brady flushed out. Will run and get it. And slot. Not giving a big play. Now they'll throw. Pass is caught. That's White. Touchdown. Out of the shotgun, Ryan gets hit. Ball is out. This is a fumble. New England has it. Brady pass caught. That's Mitchell. Brady end zone touchdown. A direct snap and it's good. Ryan is sacked. What a blow. 3rd and 10. Blitz off the corner. Pass is caught by Hogan. Can't get it.
Interference, defense, automatic.
Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his 5th.
Making the catch. Butler up the middle. Throwing. End zone. Touchdown. Butler throwing it this side. Wide open. Jarvis Landry for the touchdown. On its way. And we have a tie game. 26. Ryan over the middle. Intercepted. Picked off by Rashad.
Todd Gurley. Touchdown. Stafford, middle of the field.
Up and good.
And Prescott on the keeper, walks in. Just a sneak for Prescott, and he's in. Touchdown. Third line, Will Scrimmage got to go 10 yards, and it's close. The Cowboys have it. Do you believe that? Got it. Near side, wide open is layup. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 48 career starts, not 4. As Ryan fires, intended for Ridley, and it's intercepted.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Flyer69 coming at you guys today with episode 1 of the Atlanta Falcons Franchise Mode series. This is a little different for me because I'm used to the same, the Chicago Blackhawks, whatever. We're spicing it up. We're doing something, another thing, adding on series to the channel, that is a Madden Franchise Mode. I really think I just want to do a Madden Franchise Mode, and I think I'd have a lot of fun. This has a lot of potential to do really well and for me to have fun with, so I think, you know what, why not do a Madden Franchise? But it took me a while to really think about what team to do. There was a lot of teams I was considering. It was the Packers. Packers were one because they have a couple holes on defense, but obviously the main reason I was going to do it because they can't get over the hump in the playoffs and be like, you can build this up as Aaron, and he has no wide receivers, so you go get him a wide receiver and get him another ring, Aaron Rodgers, and God knows how much longer he'd have in the Madden sim. He could have many years or none, and if he retires after one season, then you're going to need a quarterback. It'd be a lot of uncertainty with that. Another team I was thinking about was the Patriots, because they're in an interesting spot. They need receivers, they have a franchise quarterback, but they have a decent amount of holes on defense. They had a good running back, Damian Harris. They have one of the best O-lines in the game, and there was a couple spots defensively, but they were a good team to like start off with. But there was a lot of holes where it was not like you're rebuilding, but you're not ready to win right yet. And another team I was looking at is the Atlanta Falcons. As you guys can tell by the title, that's the team I chose, and there's many reasons why. I was also hesitant. I didn't know if I wanted to do the Falcons because, one, they have Kyle Pitts already and Drake London. So I was thinking, okay, they already have all this young talent. I don't know. I want to get my own young talent. But then you start thinking about it. You look at all the other positions. There are so many holes. I had this written down so I could compare my choices and really decide what I wanted to do. They need wide receiver depth. I mean, Bryan Edwards, yes, he's a solid wide receiver, but like, is he going to be wide receiver 2 for the future? He could be. I mean, I like him, but is he going to be that wide receiver 2 that you could use, or can you pull him out wide receiver 3 in the future? That's the thing. So they need wide receiver depth. Obviously, the big one and the really compelling point of the Falcons was quarterback. They currently have Marcus Mariota, and they need quarterback. So you're thinking, okay, they need quarterback. You'd have to go draft quarterback. Another big thing is defense. They need defense. I mean, I have it written down here. They need a left end, defensive tackle, safety, both safeties, free safety, strong safety. They need linebackers and defensive backs. They have AJ Terrell, and they currently have Casey Hayward, but everything else outside of Casey Hayward's 32, and outside of Terrell, it's not good. So in the future, you're going to need corners. So there's basically everything else the Falcons need besides like wide receiver and tight end, and they mainly need a lot of O-linemen. I have right tackle, left guard, and center. So, and left tackle even, yeah, offensive tackle, you could say, because Jake Matthews is 30 years old, is getting the bag. And another thing is, if we're completely terrible during the season, we have trade pieces that we can trade and get more assets and get another first-round pick. The pieces I'm talking about are Grady Jarrett. So, I mean, there are pieces on this team to really have a completely unique and fun experience. It took me a while to really think about it, but I decided to go on as the Atlanta Falcons. And our head coach, say hello to Coach Jim Horsecock, or as I like to call him, Coach Cock. Coach Jim Horsecock. Now, here's offensive playbook. We're going to be farting around with it in the first season. We're going to be trying to figure out what playbook I'm going to like. I'm only going Eagles because this is the one I'm most experienced with, because I kind of, well, that's not necessarily true because the Eagles playbook is different in this game than it's been in past games. I'm not sure what playbook I want to rock with. I could go Chiefs. The Chiefs is another playbook I am very comfortable with, so you can go Chiefs playbook or you go Eagles. We're going to rock with Eagles for week 1. We're going to rock with it, see how it goes. Defensively, I'm keeping it as the Falcons because I just want to see. I forget what the lineup exactly looks like. I think we're going to be running a 3-4 because we have 2 good middle linebackers. We currently have Rashaan Evans and Deion Jones. So I think we're going to be running a 3-4. So currently we're just going to keep the Falcons playbook as is. We're going to mess with it to really... Just right now, it just stays. We're going to mess with a lot of the schemes once I see the team. I need to fart with things. Okay, another thing is I want to check these settings. I'm going to put sliders on so it just plays a little better. Pre-existing. We're going to also put prospect storylines on. Yep, there's something. What I'm looking for something. I got to find it. We're going to put the quarter length to 10 minutes and the play clock to 15. I'm doing that. I've done that for my offline franchise modes that I just do when I want to play and chill. It's fun. I enjoy 10 minutes with the 15 minimum play clock. I like that. I can't find what I'm looking for. Is it not popping up? So I can not cheese? I don't see it. Alright, well, I'll be able to fix it once we get into the game. Can I get fired? We're gonna leave it CPU only. I was debating on letting myself get fired, but no, we're gonna leave it CPU only just in case if shit really gets bad. We're gonna leave it only. But I was looking for like a play cooldown, so I'm not able to cheese. I don't like cheesing. I'd like to play semi-realistic. I say semi. I'm not saying I'm gonna play definitely realistic, but we're gonna put the play cooldown and maybe limit certain plays the amount you can use them. I think that is probably a smart way. Obviously, in real life, week 1, the Falcons took on the Saints, and they lost. They should have won, but they lost. That's just the story of the Falcons. This is what they do. I'm not worrying about preseason, so I'm just going to skip along here, but my focus players are what I'm really focusing on. Drake London, we want Arnold over there, and we're also going to do... I mean, you could go Brian Edwards, he's a 74, maybe develop him a little bit. Could go center Matt Hennessy, so he develops a little bit. Maybe he can become a nice player. I'm not going AJ Terrell, but Richie Grant is also another one. I also did download a custom roster. Now, if you watched NHL Franchise Mode, you know that didn't end well for me because the roster is terrible that I downloaded. But this one's actually pretty solid because a lot of the overalls that were EA made were very high. Because I was looking at the Patriots, like, Nelson Aguilar's at 81. Like, all the receivers are almost like 80, 81s. I'm like, holy shit. I moved Aguilar down to like a 78. But like, there were some of these players were like highly rated. And then I found this one that was pretty decent, pretty good that I liked. The only problem I had, which I took in my own hands and fixed, was Cordell Patterson. He was like an 80. I moved him up to an 83. I think that's fair because how he has the rating set up. I think 83 for Cordell. How good he's been since he moved to running back for the Falcons. He's been fantastic. We're just going to throw in the center, Matt Hennessy, because I want to really build up a good, solid future O-line for this team. So down the line, whenever we get that quarterback, is it this draft? Is it the next draft? I don't know. Who knows when we're going to get quarterback? It all depends on this year's draft class. We're going to use auto-generated because I think it's just going to be fun if we just do auto-generated. Plus, if you do the real-life prospects, I think it's just better just to rock with the auto-generated right now. I never used to be like this with the auto-generated prospects, but that's how I am now. And we're just going to rock with that. I think it's just better. Just for a series and for more fun, I think it'll be better. And I do think EA has made it a little better. So that is good. Also, we gotta remember, Calvin Ridley is on the team, but of course, you know, he's gambling, and he shouldn't be suspended for this, but he is, which is really dumb. I mean, I understand why he is suspended, but but you just allow, you know, Deshaun Watson off scot-free. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. He's out for 21 weeks, so he's basically out for the season, just like in real life. And he's also a free agent at the end of the year. So, do we keep him? I wanted to trade him, but might not be able to. I think I said I wanted to trade it. Did I say I want to trade him earlier in the video? Maybe. I don't know. But one guy I'm going to keep my eye out on to trade is Grady Jarrett. The reason is he's 29 years old. He gets paid a good amount of money. And plus, we can get a good amount of prospects in return. And plus, that cap hit is going up. So I think if we can trade him in the middle of the season, start off with him, see how he does, maybe get that overall up, and get that value up higher so we can get more out of him. I think that's a great thing for us if we can do that. So we're going to be looking to trade him. We're going to keep Cordell. Obviously, he's going to be a stud. I don't want to get rid of Cordell. We're going to rock with him for the season. Any other players I might be willing to trade, maybe Casey Hayward, depending right where we are week 8. I'm going to be maybe Deion Jones, maybe, depending. It depends how the season goes. That's a big thing. It depends on how the season goes for me to really say how I want these moves to go. Because what if we start off really hot? What if we do really good? Because I'm going to be playing a good amount of the games. I don't think I'm going to be playing every game, but I'm going to be playing a good amount of the games. Like, I know for sure the first 2 weeks I am playing. And if you know how Madden plays this year, the AIs on all Madden, they are cracked with getting interceptions. I mean, they are insane. It makes no They know when you're gonna throw it or who you're gonna throw to before you even know who you're gonna throw to. It's ridiculous. It is crazy. I mean, I guess in my opinion, it makes it harder, which for me is good. But yet again, it also pisses me off when I'm throwing like 2 to 3 interceptions half the time. It does piss me off a lot. Because I used to always just mop the floor with AI. I am this year getting my ass kicked a little more, which I'm happy with. I want my ass kicked to happen more. Obviously, if you watch the Bengals series, I watch them. If you don't, I recommend you go watch him. I assume most of you guys, if you're watching me, you probably watch his series. But yeah, the AIs are insane with interceptions. It's as simple as that. They are insane. I mean, there's nothing much you can do about it.
Welcome to your
Now this is different. What I'm doing, I usually, when I'm offline, I don't even touch the game day goals because I usually play as the owner and I just let the head coach decide whatever the hell he wants to do, and I just don't even worry about it because I'm not that worried about it. But for the preseason, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna give a shit, so none of this is gonna really change or I'm gonna really focus on. I should have looked at free agents. Oh, you dumb son of a bitch. God, I should have done that. Alright, we can still look. Who we got here? Will Fuller, Linval Joseph, Cole Beasley, Jason Peters. Yeah, there's no one here that I would really want in to bring anyway, so we're not going to be doing that. No one we're bringing in through free agency, but trade block I think could be a smart move to look here. Let's look at the trade block and let's see who's all here. Who we got? Jimmy Garoppolo's on the trade block. Naeem Hines is an 83. Holy shit, I might have to fix that. Drop him down to an 80. Yeah, I mean, some ratings, they were higher than others, and I was a little confused by some, but it's still not as bad as the EA ratings. I think these are better. I'm just looking. Anyone here noteworthy that I should go after? No. Okay. Do they have Kareem Hunt here? They don't have Kareem Hunt there, though, so that's interesting. Usually you always see Kareem Hunt, so I guess he's not going to be there. That's good. Also, auto subs. We're going to mess with auto sub sliders, settings. We're going to mess with that a bit. Alright, I just want to check out the roster and mess with the depth. God damn it, I hit the wrong thing. I want to go to adjust the lineup. Jeez. Let's go to adjust the lineup. Actually, let's sim past this week 2 preseason. Let's just do this real quick and get this done and out of the way. Come on. Training camp standout. We're 2-0 to start the preseason, so it's good for us. We play the Rams week 2, that's right. Whew. What do I want? Play recognition. We need smart guys defensively. We need smart, young players that can bolster this defense. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name. Ebetiki, whatever the hell. I'm not even going to try and attempt. I mean, I did attempt. What am I talking about? I'm speaking out my ass. I'm doing it again. How young is this Jalen Hawkins? He's 25. I mean, he could be useful. So let's just put him in zone, whatever. Don't matter. How you doing? Keep moving. Let's just keep going. Don't matter. Bye-bye. Okay. Alright, what did I want to do? Oh, I want to look at the lineup. Yeah. Alright, so you see by O-line, Hennessy does have star development. And we are training him, so hopefully he does get better. Brian Edwards does also have star development, so he could be a nice receiver down the line for us. Kyle Pitts, obviously superstar X Factor. Another reason why I wanted to be them, I also said one of the reasons I didn't want to be them because they already had two good young weapons, but yet again, I'm going to be able to play with Kyle Pitts, who I could potentially molest defenses with, so I think that should be pretty fun. Defensively, what do we got here? We got Deion Jones. I want to try and pronounce it properly. I know he played for Penn State. I watched him at Penn State, but I could just never pronounce his name. Arnold Ebiktai. Arnold E. We're just going to call him E for now until I properly pronounce his last name. Until I properly pronounce it, we're calling him Arnold E. Big E. Yeah, that's a wrestler. Jeez. Alright, currently, alright, so we are a 3-4, which is good. Did they sign Linval Joseph for us? No, he was already on the roster beforehand. Well, What am I talking about? I'm losing it. It's as simple as that. I am fucking losing it. Grady Jarrett, Mario Davidson got star development for what? Free safety. We want Richie Grant to play. He's younger. And I'm going to want Hawkins to play. Right? Hawkins? Do I want him to play? Yeah, I don't want that 30-year-old playing. I want Hawkins playing. He's younger. Let him get some reps. Yeah, I mean, we got some holes on this team. Sheesh. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to be them. A lot of holes. Richie Grant's 24 years old. Free safety out of UCF. We really want to use him. He's got past his rookie season last season. Not as high as an overall we'd like him to be, but we can also develop him. So that's also a good thing. He's still young, so we can really try and develop him. But as of right now, we're going to be looking at safeties in the future. It also depends on the draft class. That's one thing. Depends on who's where in the draft. That's another thing. Alright. We have to cut 10 players and upgrade people. Alright. Who do we want to upgrade? Oh, it's just Deion Jones. Okay. It's just Deion Jones. Alright. I thought there would have been more. We have to cut people. Alright. Who we cutting, boys? The poor long snapper. He's gone. Felipe Franks. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Is this who I think it is? It's not. Okay, never mind. It's not who I thought that was. I thought that was the... I don't know why, but I thought that was the quarterback that went to Florida for a while. I don't even know if... I know his last name was Franks. I forget if his first name was Felipe. I think it was. I could be wrong, though. There's a good chance I am wrong. Justin Schaefer, bye-bye. Adios. We're going to cut this left outside linebacker. I don't... Tease Tabor, you're going to have to go, my boy. Bye-bye. And we'll cut this wide receiver. And boom. Just like that, we cut everyone we wanted. Pretty easy. Nothing you really have to think about. Free agency. Did anyone get cut that's unexpectedly cutted? Jamal Williams got cut. Okay, that's something. Carlos Dunlap. Tyus Bauer. Tavius Murray. DeMonte Kazi. I mean, we could bring him back to Atlanta. We could. Mo Alley Cox got cut. Really interesting move there. D'Ernest Johnson, there's some interesting players here that got cut. David Long Jr. He's young, 24 years of age. Actually, I'm gonna sign him because he's young, 74 overall. I'm gonna sign him. All right. I don't want any of the running backs. I'm content with that. Yeah, I'm content with the team as is. I'm not gonna say we're not. We're gonna try and win the games I play. We're gonna try. And who should we cut? We should probably... We're going to keep... should I keep the tackle? Should I keep the tackle? How many middle linebackers we got? Do we really have 5? We do. Alright, we can cut one of these middle linebackers. Troy. He was probably just drafted, right? Yeah, it don't matter. Go to the practice squad, bum. Alright, let's just sim to the first week. And that's really all we got to do. Alright, season goal for the season, and I get to choose a draft class here in a second as well. I could we'll do that this episode. I'm just hoping 4 wins. I'm not expecting much. We're gonna go 4 wins just for this season. See what happens. Next year we can be a little more ballsy with it. We're gonna do auto-generated. I said that already. We want auto-generated players. Okay, I understand how this works. I just want to see what are the top prospects in this draft class. All right, you got Eric Greer from UCF. He's number 1. It looks like a defensive end draft class. Okay, but son of a bitch. But don't matter. This is an offline file, so that's good. Quarterback. Who's the top quarterback on... It does not look like a good year for quarterback. I mean, you're going to have to look. We're going to look for quarterback, obviously, but it does not look like it's a great year for quarterback. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's too soon to really know anything about these guys. But okay, from a judgment, it doesn't look great. But we're going to look and try and find ourselves some quarterbacks. All right, scout-wise, we're going to need a 3-star quarterback guy. We want quarterback. Cut this guy. I mean, these guys can stay. It don't matter. Free agent. Want quarterback. Quarterback. I mean, that guy right there, but I just want to see... 'If, . 'Cause, 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 ' Yeah, I mean, wait. Yeah, he's the same thing. Quarterback and tight end. Let's rock with that. Oh, this one's a quarterback and safety. We could use him. I like Kenny Ramsey. We need safety. We need quarterback. Damn right. All right, that works. And he's going to be the national scout because we're looking for a quarterback. Defensive end. Where's defensive end strongest? Is it in the Southeast? And in real life, it probably would be. And I could be wrong. Region breakdown. This is probably where I should look. West. Alright, so they're saying the Central is good for wide receiver, defensive tackle, left end. Northeast is strong with right end, right outside linebacker, and left outside. So you can put an outside linebacker guy over here. Or just, yeah, linebacker. And in the Southeast, it is free safety, left tackle, and running back. Okay. Let's just put the scouts around. Alright, so the Southeast. So we need a 2-star, okay, and we want defensive end is what we want. We could, I mean, let's just find a guy as a defensive end guy right here, and outside linebacker. Boom, that's perfect. Good. All right, so where are the most good defensive end prospects in this draft class? Are they all in the north? I don't think they're all in the Northeast though. I do not think that at all. I mean, they could be. I could be wrong. No, they're pretty good. Yeah, I think this is the territory to do it. Defensive ends. Yep. Yeah, we're definitely putting them in the Northeast. Central. Okay, I'm not West. All right, main scouts. All right, yeah, we'll put the defensive end guy in the Northeast. Because, I mean, they're stacked up on defensive end and outside linebackers. Defensive tackle, outside linebacker, maybe. Which one's good for secondary? Any of them that good for secondary? Middle linebacker, right tackle, wide receiver. Wide receiver, defensive tackle, left end in the Central. Northeast, yeah, I mean, that guy is perfect for the Northeast. And Southeast, running back, free safety. We do need safety. So let's try and find a scout that can go Southeast and that is good for safety. So we can cut this guy. We can cut the guy that's already in the Central. We can cut him and look for a guy that can do safety. Unless it's always just a secondary. Is it? No, I don't think so. Oh, no, yeah, I was about to say, no, I don't think it would be. Safety and corner. Boom. That's perfect. 1-star. We put him... God damn it, I already forget where to put him. Is it Central? No, it was the North, right? Southeast. Southeast, that's right. God, my brain is fried. I mean, I could tell you, my shit's fried. Southeast, boom, and the cornerbacks and safety. We'll just put them... Where should we put them? Cornerback and the safety. We could use receiver. I think we should go receiver over in the Central, potentially. Or defensive tackle and defensive end in the Central as well. That's also true. That's also pretty true. We could do that. Or in the West, we go middle. Get a wide receiver guy. But put him... Fuck, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Let's get a scout, wide receiver. 1-star. He can do wide receiver and quarterback. Oh, wide receiver and corner. Perfect. Alright, boom. And let's just put him... was it the Central? I think it was Central, and then him out West. That's perfect. Boom. Alright. Nice work. Okay, we're good there. We got that done. We're gonna look deep into the prospect draft class this season. I mean, it's big. We're going to try and get some more draft picks, more draft capital, because we're going to really build upon this team, get a good future, get a good prospect pool, and get going. All right. I think that's all I want to do in this episode. I'm going to, off video, I'm going to mess with the sliders and auto subs stuff so I can get that all situated and be ready to go. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. In the next episode, we will take on the New Orleans Saints. So I'll see you guys in for the next.